Welcome to the Woodland Hostel. This is by far the most ambitious project I've ever taken on in House Flipper 2. And it's basically the most ambitious project because it is the largest property I have ever worked on. I started by cleaning up the trash, selling all the objects that I didn't need, which is basically everything. I always get rid of all the lights, all the switches. I believe I even got rid of all the doors and all the windows because I was redoing this from a hostel to a home. And that included demo and rebuilding because the rooms were sized nicely for a hostel, but I wanted to change the layout to be more for a large family home. And it took a little bit. It took a little bit to pick all the walls I wanted to demo, to imagine all the rooms that I wanted. And then, of course, after you're done with demo, you have to go back in and close the rooms off. So demolition leads to building. And building we did. Not only did we have to add walls back in, but we had to fill in gaps where the building had fallen into disrepair. And I'm pretty sure I put back some of the walls that I took out, but it's all part of the creative process. And thus, the sun set on the Woodland Hostel and rose on what was now the Woodland home. We start, of course, with any good home by making our way into the entryway. Directly off of the entryway is what I would consider to be the master bedroom, with its master bath directly attached. Small, but functional. One of the major demolition and remodels that I did was the kitchen and the dining room. This dining room used to be a bedroom, and the kitchen was just a shared community kitchen dining space. And I decided to open them up, put a little bar in between the two rooms for, maybe breakfast or whatever. And now it is a kitchen and dining space, and I really love this space. We have an office because I imagine that if you can afford a place like this, you probably have a decent job and maybe you work from home. So this is an office. I think I was envisioning a lawyer, perhaps. And a cozy little living room gathering space. We got our plants, we got our sewing nook. This is the first house where I had learned to bring in my own artwork, so you see some of my photography on the walls. And we head upstairs to the game room, because kids and games just go together. Especially if you bring your friends over, you do a little role-playing night. This opens up onto a balcony that overlooks the backyard, which is a nice, large backyard. We love it. Upstairs is where we'll find a little walk-in laundry facility. And then a kid's room. This I envision to be a little bit of a younger kids, maybe elementary school maximum of like 11 or 12 years old room. So it's got toys, it's got bunk beds. It has its own very colorful bathroom because bold is in. And this one overlooks the front yard, which is arguably just as big as the backyard, honestly. Then we head up the stairs one last time to what is possibly my favorite room in this building, and it is the attic bedroom. I envision this is an older teen living here, maybe senior in high school. I just love how it turned into this cozy little nook with, you know, their own little TV, their own bathroom, just this little upstairs space where they can have their privacy, get their homework done, and chill, you know, honestly. And then, of course, you can't forget an actual tour of the backyard, where there's a lot of community space, there's play areas for the kids, a nice pool, and let me tell you what, getting that pool up onto a platform was a giant pain in the butt because House Flipper just doesn't make carrying large objects easy as far as being able to view them, to place them if you're not in sandbox mode. In story mode, you cannot enter your godlike powers where you can just float above and place things. So trying to line this up was a nightmare, but I did it. So we also have, you know, the little young play place. We have a nice gazebo with some beautiful gardening and landscaping around it, a cookout area that includes both a grill and a stone fireplace. It wraps right to the front yard. The roof comes right to the ground. It's got character. This is a very characterful house. And I think taking it from a hostel to a house worked out beautifully, and whatever family has chosen to buy this and live here is going to have it as a generational home for years to come.